So we are now crossing Hassan. So nice view on the highway with the sun, early morning sun in front. We are still on NS75. So Hyderabad is 438 kilometers from as per the board. Good morning and welcome back to yet another new video. Today's trip is back to Hyderabad from Belur. If you are coming from Chikmagalur also, you can follow the same route with slight modification in the initial part. So we are taking first NH73 and then we'll connect to NH75, which will again connect back to NH44 via some small state highway. So that route is via Hassan and Chikbalapur. That is, we are connecting to NH44 much earlier, just outskirts of Bangalore. The other route is via Bellary. From Bellary, the highway towards Bellary is good, but since it is newly constructed, there is not much options for restroom and restaurant food joints. So we are not taking that route. That is little smaller, distance wise it is around 50 kilometer less, and also time it will take half an hour to 40 minutes lesser. So depending on your preference, you can choose either way. Also from Bellary there is two options, one which will connect to Guti and via Guti to NH44, and another will connect NH44 at Kurnool. The Kurnool route is again much smaller, but you will also get NH44 much later. The third option, there is another route which we had taken while coming to Chikmagalur, that is via Kalyan. So if you are going from Chikmagalur or Belur, you can either go via Hirayur, Kalyan and connect to Anantapur. That route also is an option, but again that also had few less eating joints in between, especially the start part. But that is again, you can take that also, option is also open. So today we are taking some different route, little longer one. Stay with us and we'll keep you updated how the route is and the different stops, a place where you can stop for restroom and food. We started at around 5:40 from our hotel. So right now it is close, around going to be 6. It's still dark, and as per Google we are expected to reach by 5:40 p.m. in the evening. But considering that breaks that we will take, you can add 2 more hours, so around 7:40 or 8 o'clock is the expected time, which I am assuming will reach. So we are now crossing Hassan. Right now the time is around 6:38. We covered around 40 kilometers from our destination, from our hotel, and time left right now is 11 hours 55 minutes, almost 12 hours still left with 750 kilometer. Expected to reach by 6:33, since we have not taken any stop, so the time is almost same. So far the road was okay. It was via 373, bypass of 73, some part of 73, NH73 and then 373. You can drive smoothly on this with around 70-75 kilometer. Some patch, the road is not 100% smooth, but yeah, it is all good. You will find open roads, not much traffic. So now the sun has risen. If you can see, round ball, orange ball. We are still crossing Hassan, so around 8 to 9 kilometer of distance you need to cover within the Hassan city. Since it is early morning, no traffic over here also, and within 1 more kilometer we'll leave this highway and connect to some other this is a bypass from the actual highway. A lot of speed breakers, I think, expected, as it's passing through the big city. Shortly we will connect to the highway, main highway. This is a bypass of the highway. I think this will yes, now we are connecting NH75. I think we'll connect to NH75. We'll keep you updated. It's NH175. Yeah, so we are connecting now to NH75, and most of the time will be on this highway only at the last we'll again move to connect to NH67, and which will finally connect us to NH44. So this is the route for today.
Lane departure.
So nice view on the highway with the sun, early morning sun in front. This highway connects to Bangalore, so if you are planning to go Bangalore from Belur or Chikmagalur, you can use this highway, NH75.
Lane departure.
So we are heading for a first stall of the day on this highway. I think this is first stall for today, and the charges for this was 50 rupees one way for car.
Lane departure.
This is just crossing Hassan, and I think this will count you on your annual toll pass. So we just crossed the first stall of the day, and the charge for this was 50 rupees. This is just after crossing the Hassan town, and this will count in your annual toll pass, so one trip will reduce. So if you are coming if you have watched my other video from Hyderabad to Chikmagalur, so there was 6 on that route. If you take the Kalyan Durg route, there is 6 toll, basically 6 trip will get deducted from your annual toll pass. For this route via Hassan towards Hyderabad, will let you know how many trip is deducted from your annual toll pass. So far it was the first one for the day. If you don't have the annual toll pass, then the charges is 50 rupees for one way.
Lane departure.
NH75 is very smooth and speed limit is 80 किलोमीटर. इसमें स्पीड लिमिट 80 किलोमीटर पर आवर का है. सो यू कैन ड्राइव स्मूथली विदाउट एनी इशू. एंड इन द मॉर्निंग अभी कोई ट्रैफिक नहीं है. नो ट्रैफिक इन द मॉर्निंग. ओकेजनल 1 or 2 cars or truck, but otherwise it's totally empty. बहुत ही एक्सेलेंट रोड है. वेरी स्मूथ. नो पॉट होल्स, नथिंग. एंड टू एडिंग टू दैट
Lane departure.
very very sparse traffic. So Bengaluru it is showing, but the kilometer it is not mentioned. Earlier there was one board which showed 150 kilometer Bangalore.
Lane departure.
So probably little lesser than that will reach Chikbalapur. We will leave this highway in between. Will not go to Bangalore and connect to NH67,
Lane departure.
which will again connect us to NH44.
Lane departure.
खाने के लिए बुला रहा है. So Bengaluru 145 Kungal, I could not read it. So we'll pass through Kungal and then Tumkur will go outskirts of Tumkuru. So if you can see the board 143 Bengaluru, Tiptur is 45, so we'll cross Tiptur and somewhere in from there we'll I think divert. So 11 hour more left for our destination, and kilometer wise 692 and
Lane departure.
expected to reach by 6:28, so around 7 minutes reduced.
Lane departure.
Overall we have covered so far 97 kilometers from our hotel. So this highway is having a lot of options. So in between there are a few toilet stops and restaurants.
Lane departure.
Road is also so far very smooth. Though the speed limit is 80, you will not feel any vibration even if you are above 100.
Departure. Lane departure.
Approaching another toll. We'll let you know what is the charge for this one. So this is the second toll for the day, and charges for this is 55 rupees for car and we'll let you know. I think this will also count in the trip count if you have annual pass. So far exactly 100 kilometers covered. I'm planning to take one small tea break. We'll have one quick tea and then resume our journey. We are still on NS75 and so far covered around 106-107 kilometer. So just after the toll I had taken 5 minutes
departure.
break for tea. Total time left is 10 hour 50 minutes without break. So far this road is good. NS75, no issues, very smooth. A lot of eating options in between. अभी तक ये रोड काफ़ी अच्छा है, कोई इशू नहीं. स्पीड लिमिट 80 का है. 100 के ऊपर भी अगर आप गाड़ी चलाओगे तो कोई वाइब्रेशन नहीं होएगा. बट फॉलो द ट्रैफिक रूल एंड द स्पीड लिमिट इज़ 80, so drive carefully. Kunigal, it is showing 40 kilometer as per the board, so we'll cross Kunigal and somewhere there we will take a diversion most likely. So I am not sure exactly from where we need to leave NS75. We'll keep you updated. Stay with us. So we are approaching another toll. Charges for this for car is 60 rupees one way, but if you have an annual toll pass, this will again deduct. So this is the third toll for today. So just one more point that you should keep in mind while taking this route is that if you don't have an annual pass, then the other route will be much cheaper because that is having less toll. This will cost you around 1200 rupees one way. The other route, the via Bellary, it will cost you around 750 rupees approximately. So that also you need to consider while choosing your route. So Kunigal is 20 km from here, Bengaluru 90. So we'll cross Kunigal. After that, not sure 100% what's the exact route, so we'll keep you updated. ये रूट भी हमारे लिए सबसे फर्स्ट टाइम है, but worth taking this because there were lot of place to stop for food. Good options. So we are back on the road after a breakfast break. So we took around half an hour of break. Now we are expected to reach by 7. Total time left is 10 hour 3 minutes and the kilometer wise 617. We are still in NS75. अभी भी हम still NS75 में ही है, and we'll connect in some time to Bangalore service road and then connect to NS44. So we'll keep you updated when we connect to the service road. अभी भी 616 किलोमीटर रहता है घर के लिए, और अब हमारा पहुंचने का टाइम 7 का है, शाम का 7 बजे. अभी तक हमने 170 odd किलोमीटर कवर कर लिए हैं. So we are approaching another toll. Charge for this is 60 rupees if you don't have annual pass. Annual pass, it will get deducted. It's a NH. So we are exiting. I think this was the 4th toll for the day. Still in NH75, and shortly we'll connect to Chikbalapur road, which will connect us to NH44. lot of eating joints on this route on both sides of the road. So either you are coming or going using this highway, it will be beneficial. You will have a lot of options. So we are now crossing the junction. If you want to go to Bangalore, you can take a right from here. Otherwise, since we are going towards Chikbalapur and NH44, we will go straight from this point. So this flyover will be your landmark. I think this is 74, but we will again take a left turn. I will keep you updated. I think that should be 67, NH 67, but we'll update you once I connect it. Now connecting to BH Road, or it is also called Neelamangala Road. So I don't know whether it's any highway or it's just a small connecting road. Looks like it's a connecting road only. This will, I think, connect to NH 74. So just stay with us, we'll update you. We are now connecting to NH 74. So we are in Neelamangala Road and this is NH 74. We need to cover around 5 kilometers on this road from that junction point. And once we cross, we'll let you know. So this is intermediate road to connect to NH 44 road. So we have to cover not only 5 but further 21 kilometers. There is one railway crossing. We need to cross that, underneath that, and then continue for 21 more kilometers to connect to Chikbalapur.
Lane departure.
So there are few other options from at this point to connect to NH 44, like using NH 67, and I'm not sure whether we will be using that. Also there is a Lipakshi temple, so you can take a detour and have a break for 30-40 minutes to visit the temple. That also is in this area only, so we are not taking that route. So that will increase your time by 30-40 minutes if you want to take a break over there and visit the temple. So on this way on the Neelamangala Road, we are seeing one small lake, beautiful view. This is also NH 74, but popularly known as Neelamangala Road. Neelamangala Road, sorry.
Lane departure.
Not sure what is the name of this lake. If I'm able to identify, I will update it in the description. So we have left NH 74, that is and now connected to NH 648, which will, I think, finally connect us to NH 44. We'll see.
Lane departure.
The earlier road was all good except for few patch of
Departure.
where there was some construction going on. Otherwise, the road was very good. Now it is a proper highway, 4-lane highway now, 648. Which is 336 kilometer. Dodaballapura, which we will connecting it.
Lane departure.
Nice 2+2 4-lane highway with smooth road. NH 75 was also good, but the NH 74, it was not a it was
Lane
single lane,
departure.
so but still you can manage 70 plus speed.
Lane departure.
So first time we are seeing board for Hyderabad now. Hyderabad bus 548 as per the board, it is 548, but for us it is 550 kilometer left and expected to reach by 7:02. If we take 1.5 hour break, it may be 8:30 from now. This is NH 648. And the speed limit on this is 100 kilometer per hour, so you can drive smoothly without any issue.
Lane
So we
departure.
are now exiting this highway NH 648 and will connect to NH 44. So if you take this straight highway, it will go to Chennai, and for Hyderabad we need to take a left. So we'll exit this and connect to NH 44.
Lane departure.
So we have left NH 648 and now
Lane departure.
we are connecting to NH 44. So हमने NH 648 छोड़ दिया है और अब हम NH 44 में कनेक्ट होंगे.
Lane departure.
NH 648 आपको चेन्नई तक लेके जाएगा. तो
Lane
अगर
departure.
चेन्नई जाने का प्लान है तो यू कैन यूज़ दैट हाईवे.
Lane departure.
So if you can see the boards of Hyderabad.
Lane departure.
So now we are connecting to NH 44 and now we are on NH 44. So the distance left now is 537 for our home and expected to reach by 6:58. So we managed to reduce by 7 more minutes.
Lane
It will help
departure.
us in taking some break. Overall time left is 8 hour 33 minutes
Lane departure.
without break. If depending on how much break, if we take 1.5 hour break, so around 10 hours of journey still left.
Lane departure.
Expected to reach by 8:30 including breaks.
Lane departure.
We stopped in between for lunch break, though it is early, so we are getting it packed on the ball from Haldiram's, rice ball, dal makhni with rice, and there are other options also. A lot of options are there, so you can, in this place, you can have, you have multiple options. You have KFC also, Kitunga, and multiple shopping options. Good toilet and neat and clean washrooms. So worth stopping over here. It is right now at 11:30 around. So we reached at around 11:15. So you can plan it. It is accordingly. It is just after Chikbalapur, some around 50 30 kilometers, 50 to 60 kilometer after Chikbalapur. So on the same side towards Hyderabad. So it will be easy to stop over here. So Haldiram's, Kitunga is at the extreme left, extreme right, and then KFC in front, Baskin's Robbins, and many other options are there. So this is a KFC. So as mentioned earlier, we made a stop for washroom near just few kilometer back, around 20 kilometer back,
Lane departure.
which was but 50 kilometer after Chikbalapur for washroom and food break. So since it was little early, we got it packed from Haldiram, rice balls. It's a good stop. You can stop there. Right now we are at the toll. This is the first toll on this NH44 so far. It's a Narepalli toll plaza. I think charges for car was 100 rupees if you are not having annual pass. Otherwise this will get deducted in your annual pass. So far I think this is the 5th toll of the day. So 5 we have already covered.
Lane departure.
Kilometer left is 475 for our home and expected to reach by 7:30. So we made us because of the stop. So half an hour has increased.
Departure.
Outside it's pretty hot, 34 degree. When we started our journey it was 18 degree. Stay with us, we'll keep you updated if other stops if we take. Otherwise also on this route there are multiple stops where you can, multiple places where you can stop for a break.
Lane departure.
So Hyderabad is 438 kilometers from as per the board, but for our home it is 449. Expected to reach by 7:30. Still we have not crossed Kia factory. Yes, we are about to reach that. Total time left is 7 hours. So we are now crossing another toll.
Lane departure.
The rate I could not read. What's the charge for here for this one? But if you have annual pass, it will get deducted. I think it is 145 for one way for car. So far we have covered. We are left with 386 kilometer. I think we have covered almost 400 plus kilometer now. 6 hours 22 minutes left. We crossed Anantpur. We are now heading for Guti and then Kurnool. So Guti will not cross from inside. We will on the outside of Guti.
Lane departure.
Total kilometer left right now is now 356 and expected expected to reach by 7:40. So outside it is too hot. It's 38 degree right now. So we started with 18 degree at Belur. That was early morning. Now it's afternoon. It's almost 2.
Lane departure.
So we are approaching another toll. I think this is 115 rupees if you don't have the annual pass. This is the 7th toll of the day. So far we are left with 319 kilometer. Time right now is 2:15. So probably as per Google we expected to reach by 7:30. We'll see how quickly we can, how much more time we can cover up. Definitely we'll need one more break. So some time will be lost on that. Kurnool, it is 98 kilometer if you can see the board. Hyderabad 308 as per the board, but for our home it is 319. Kurnool अब 98 किलोमीटर बाकी है. पहले कुरनूल में ब्रेक के लिए सोचा था, बट अब हम लगता है कुरनूल जल्दी पहुंच जाएंगे तो कुरनूल में ब्रेक नहीं लेंगे. उसके बाद देखते हैं. We are approaching Kurnool. I think Kurnool is around 40-50 kilometer from here, and Hyderabad, our home, is 270 kilometer. Expected to reach by 8 o'clock, and we took a small 2 breaks, so that had eaten up some time. So still 4 hours 40 minutes left for our target destination. After Kurnool, will most likely at Kurnool or after Kurnool we'll take one more break. Maybe that will be the final. So we are approaching yet another toll plaza. This is, I think, the 8th toll plaza on our way. The charges for it is 125 rupees for car. Kurnool is less than 10 kilometer now. Hyderabad 227. So from here you need to take left if you're coming from Bangalore. You need to take left to go to Raipur and Hampi, and if you're coming from Hyderabad you need to take right at this point. This will connect you to Hampi Road. Approaching another toll for the day, and this is after Kurnool, and the cost for this is 140, I think. So this route has lot of tolls, and that's why initially in the morning I said if you are not having annual pass, you can better take Bellary route, that is having lesser toll. The toll on this route was approximately, as I calculated earlier, around 1200 rupees. We just crossed Kurnool, and this toll is after that Kurnool city. Our next milestone, next target is Jharsuguda. Though we'll not enter the town, it will be outside outskirts of Jharsuguda, and that is approximately, I
Lane
think,
departure.
it will be around 110 kilometer from here. 110 kilometer from here. Taken a break at a small restaurant after Kurnool. It is 20-30 kilometer from Kurnool before Jharsuguda, around 90 kilometer before Jharsuguda. It's a nice, the name of it is Priyadarshini restaurant. So I had a small tea. The tea was good. There is food options also if you come at the correct time. Right now the time is around 4:35. So you will not get much thing at this time. But if you come at the breakfast time or lunch time, you will get good options. It has a good sitting options, good parking facility also. So no issue over here for break, and at least you can have a washroom breaks over here. It was neat and clean. We are approaching one more toll. I had already mentioned that we are ending the video, but since there was one more toll left, so I can change that. The charge for this is 85. This is just before Goara. There was some traffic, lot of heavy traffic because of some collision so we got delayed by 15-20 minutes. After that it's all good. So now we are expected to reach by, I think time is almost same, around 8:10.